In the Mix is presented by Eat Street Grill. Visit Eat Street Grill at the Plaza Shopping Center in the heart of Tumont, across from DFS Galleria.
Welcome back to In the Mix. Local farmer Ernie Wusstig is known for his sweet corn, but there's so much more to his story. Here's more on his success and the challenges he's had to overcome just to stay in business. Got it. You've probably seen him on the side of the road across the Barrigada main facility selling his sweet corn. Ernie Wusstig has been farming his golden kernels for a little over 2 decades, but he's been a farmer a whole lot longer than that. In 1972, his father sold his farm here in Guam and bought a cattle ranch in the mainland.
And I came from a family of 18 kids. I'm the third from the oldest. And my mom and dad had passed on, and I got 2 brothers and a sister that passed on, but there's still 15 of us left. But I used to farm in Northern California and in Oregon also, and I was a trucker for about 14 years. And I used to have my own produce stand, produce market in Anderson, California.
Believe it or not, he wasn't farming the sweet corn we all know him for here on Guam. His main crop was elephant garlic.
I was the first one in the nation that ever put up 10 acres of elephant garlic in the United States. And then I didn't know what to do with it, so I contacted the Gilroy Christopher Ranch.
The Christopher Ranch is known as the largest shipper of garlic in the world and hosts the annual Gilroy Garlic Festival in California.
So I sold them a container load of elephant garlic, and I thought he was going to market it for me in the States. But he sent the seeds to Mexico. And then he came back to the States and competed. I was selling to Safeway, all the Safeway stores in the northwestern United States, even up into Canada. I'm in Alaska. And so he sent his garlic up into the stores all over the United States, and his garlic will be sitting here, and my garlic will be sitting there on the shelf. And he advertised that every garlic that you buy gets so much percent goes to the muscular dystrophy. On mine, I was just trying to make a living, so it killed my market.
It was a devastating blow, but Mr. Wusstig isn't one to stay down. It was 20 years ago he and his wife decided to visit Guam so that she could spend time with her mother. It was during this trip they decided to permanently plant their roots here.
We just bought a ticket and came out for vacation. Then when we saw the price of produce, we looked at each other and said, I guess we can make a living here. So there's a friend of mine that got a few acres that told me, and he's got a tractor. He says, there's a tractor, you farm it, don't go back to the States, just stay in Guam. So that's the end of it. That's my permanent vacation.
A permanent stay that has grown into a flourishing sweet corn business. But Wusstig admits he's weathered many challenges. And even as we visited his farm, his half-acre of corn he planted had taken a hit.
How difficult has it been over the years for you?
It's the weather, just the weather.
But you managed to, survive, right?
Yep. The biggest problem here in Guam is the cost of doing business is very expensive. It's very expensive. The fertilizer costs like $35 per 50 pounds. And this corn, right here, I already spent like just under $2,000 in commercial fertilizer on this one here. And then the water rate is very expensive. Lucky thing it's been raining, so I don't have to water that much. But if it doesn't rain, that's where it eat up all the profit.
And for you, this is year-round.
Yeah. In about 10 days, this corn should be ready. But look at down here. See the wild pig?
Ah.
They get in here and then they harvest it. And eat it.
Oh, you can definitely tell. You've been here. And how
Yeah,
is
that
that like
one.
an everyday thing?
Yeah, every night I've been out here every night trying to catch that pig. Pig.
How much is all this worth out here right now?
Oh, maybe about $6,000. If it wasn't for the storm, I'd probably gross about 10,000. Because I got 20,000 plants here that I planted, the seeds that I put out 20,000, but I guess only about 8,000 survive. But then now the wild pig, they already probably got about 800 already corn.
So you must eat corn every day, huh?
No,
Tired of corn?
no, I'm never tired.
From increasing water rates, lack of government support, and the price of fertilizer, doing business has become harder, but it hasn't stopped him from doing what he loves.
My farming, I got it down to where I don't really need help. It's like a one-man operation.
So with so much corn, a crop he plants year-round, you'd think he's got to have some serious recipes.
What do you make?
Oh, I'm too lazy now. I just put it in the microwave.
Oh my gosh.
I just put it in the microwave I put in there about 3 of them, and I put it for about like 5 minutes with the husk and all. And then after 5 minutes, you just take it out, open it up a little bit, run it with fresh water to cool it down, and good to go.
More sweet stuff coming up on In the Mix.